I did an Olympic triathlon for my first time and I came in second. Do you know what happens when you put your mind to something for 1 year? You end up recording the interview part to your mini documentary at 11 p.m. in your room. But yeah, I did an Olympic triathlon for my first time and came in the first meal. I went to Diani for the Shujaa triathlon, and we signed up for this triathlon a couple months back, I think in August or June. And I remember being, on the website with my dad at 6 something a.m. The goal was to just do any triathlon for my first, any category or any distance as my first triathlon. In fact, I was even going for the sprint, which is 750 meter swim, 20 kilometer bike, and 5 kilometer run. That was initially the goal, but I think as the year progressed, I could see myself doing a bit more than that for my first triathlon. And when my dad's room at 6 a.m. and he looked at me and said he's gonna do the Olympic, and I just said, you know what, why not? I've been training all year. I could ride well over 40 kilometers. I could run well over 10 kilometers. I just couldn't swim 1500 meters. But at that point, it wouldn't be a challenge if I found it too easy, The work just had to be put in. So that's exactly what I did. We went up, set up the bikes, and just get them ready for the next day, which was gonna be triathlon day.
We left out the boys one. Yeah.
Okay, they really like it. Okay. They really?
It's just at the Airbnb. We just took it now from the airport. Oh, so it's here. It's here already.
And things start getting real, like when you see all the other bikes, a bit of like intimidation at the start. And we got our race numbers. I just don't know what to tell you guys. I could actually feel the kind of nervousness that building up and whatnot. And back to the hotel, trying to even sleep was pretty tough. I remember just trying to make sure I don't leave anything. I'm packing my tri-suit, I'm packing my shoes, I'm packing my helmet, double checking, triple checking, just trying to make sure I have everything for race day.
Sasa sisi tunatoka. Ulikuwa unaniambia hata sasa.
Race day was upon us, or rather race day was upon me. What had to be done had to be done. If you sort of look through the clips, you could literally see me just staring at the ocean. The ocean wasn't looking too good when we got there, and having never swum in open water of that size, we're talking about the ocean, and we could just hear the sky was not clearing up, the ocean was not calming down. It was almost time for the race to start, the race time that had been set, and the ocean was still looking pretty crazy. This is insane. There is no way I'm gonna go 1500 meters in that water. But guess what? It had to be done. There was no going back now. We're here. My dad looks ready, everyone looks ready. There was no excuse. We just had to. It had to be done.
First male. Make some noise for Marvin Mutura. Marvin Mutura, congratulations. He's our first male back. This is the Olympic distance. All right. So Marvin is our first male and second individual.
And I'm just looking for my dad, I'm just trying to make sure. I just needed to see my dad to know, things are okay. I remember just clearing the first few meters and being able to see the ground after all the murkiness and the sand and the mixed up water. And some confidence is happening to come out of nowhere. I started pacing up, I started speeding up. I could see at least people's legs, a lot of splashing, and that kind of peace of knowing that we're all in this, together with everyone else. It really gave me some sort of composure at the end of it. We went through the first 750 meters. It was a 750 meter loop that we were doing twice. I remember just finishing the first loop and I was like, I think I'm fine. I think I'm actually gonna be fine. And I went in for the second loop, so strong, so much energy, and this was now like time to recover all the time I was scared. Got out of the water, then straight to the bike. I'm telling you, I was going, although there's like some dizziness. It looks like I'm going slow, but in my head I was pacing. I got my basket, put my helmet on, put my shoes on, I got my race number on my back, and I went. This was the only place I knew everybody who beat me in the water. This is the only place I know I can catch up. Got onto the track, passed one person, passed the second person, third person, fourth person, fifth person. That 40 kilometers was something. It was definitely something. But that's the only place I had the upper hand. Finished the bike ride, quick in my shoes, out for the run. We're talking 33 to 34 degrees, in the Diani sun. Can't lie, that just had to be the toughest 10K I'd ever done. My legs were tired, my head was burning. I'm just literally combusting. But I don't think there was enough time to even think about that. Megan was still out there. Still had a couple people ahead of me. I ran. Didn't hit my target pace, but definitely passed a couple people. I remember just before I made the loop to reach the 5 kilometer mark to turn back, I saw Megan come back and literally 2 people ahead of her. In my head I was like, are you telling me there's a chance of me making the top 3? All I had to do was beat the last guy behind Megan. When I tell you I ran, made the loop, saw the third guy behind Megan, and that's all my mind was set on. A few minutes into the return loop, I noticed the the two guys start to slow down. I passed the third person. I said I have to stop somewhere for water. Just before I could even stop, I saw the second person stop for water. This was the only chance or the only advantage I was gonna have over this guy. If we both stopped for that water, there is no way I could have beat him. So I passed it. Left the water, left the ORS. As soon as this guy slowed down, I was gone. After I think a minute or two of running, I looked back and I couldn't see any of them. But also when I looked in front, I couldn't see Megan. I think at this point, I was competing for second place. But I wasn't too upset about that. So I ran the last few kilometers, saw the sign for getting to the beach, ran in, and I could hear the commentator or the MC start to shout, "Let's welcome the first male." And it's gonna go down in the books.